Let's see, 104. The formula A equals 25.1 e to the 0.01870 models the population of Texas. A in millions, 2 years after 2010. This formula, the A is continuous compounding. We have learned the continuous compounding. A equals 2 times e to the RT. Now the P principal initial amount is 25. It has R, it also has a T. Let's read the question. T years after 2010. T years after 2010. So how about the year 2010? That means T equals 0. How about 5 years after 2010? So for example, T equals 5. That's 2010 plus 5. That's 2015. Let's read the question. What was the population of the Texas in 2010? That means T equals 0. That means we're looking for the initial amount or the principal. Number 8, the population in 2010, the T equals 0. And put the information in the formula. A, the future value, equals to 25.1 times e to 0.0 times 0. So 0 times any number is 0. The future value A equals 25.1 e to the 0, because all of here is 0. What is e to the 0 power? That is 1. Remember that if the power is 0, we're having 1. 25.1 times 1 is 25.1, and the unit is millions. So at the year 2010, we're having 25.1 million population. When will the population of Texas reach 28 million? So they provide us the future value, 28 million. That means A is 28. Then in the formula, we're having 25.1 times e to the 0.0187 times t. Is asking when will the population. That means looking for the t. Let's solve the t. So first we can divide it by 25.1 both sides. We have 28 divided by 25.1 equals e to the 0.01870. So t is at the power part. We need to take a log or take the ln both sides. Then I can solve for the t. Okay, take the ln because we have the base e. ln 28 divided by 25 equals ln e to the 0.01870. ln e cancelled. So we are having ln 28 divided by 25.1 equals 0.01870. So we are looking for the t, both sides divided by 0.0187. So the t equals ln 28 divided by 25.1 divided by 0.0187. Let's see the calculator. On the top, we have ln, click ln 28 divided by 25.1, close the parentheses, divided by the bottom, 0.0187. That's about 5.84688 something. So we're looking for which year. So when we need to keep the integer, that means no decimals. So the digit after decimal point is 8, 5.8. Can you round it to the year? 8 is greater than 5. So we have 6. It's about 6 years. And can I list the 6 there? No, it's asking which year. It's not asking after how many years. So based on the initial year, that's 2010, we need to add 6. So this is a year 2016. The population will reach 28 million. So the answer must be 2016. Let's see, next example, bigger. If 4,000 is invested at 7% compounded monthly, how long will it take for it to grow to 6,000? Round 2 decimal places. So if I see rounded monthly, which formula I'm using? Okay, we're having the formula A equals P times 1 plus R over N to the NT's power. Okay, so we are using this formula. And what is the N if we compound monthly? How many times we compound a year if we compound it monthly? 12, because it's a 4 months a year. We have the N, and let's find more information from question. We have 4,000 is invested. That means 4,000 is the principal or initial amount we call P. P equals 4,000. And interest, that's R, 7%. Can you convert it to the decimals? Yes, we know that 7%. We move the decimal point to the left, 2 units. We have 0.07. And what else? Okay, we want to grow it to 6,000. So the final amount or future value A equals 6,000. Let's put all the information in the is what I'm saying, and I cannot use eraser. Okay, so A is 6,000. A is 4,000. 1 plus R over N. 7 over N is 12. Listen to the 12 times P. The question is asking for the T. And the T is, let's solve for the T. We need to divide it by 4,000 each side first. We have 6 over 4. You can do the cancellation like this, divided by 2. Bottom. 1 plus 0.07. Raise it to the 12t. I'm solving for a t, but the t is at the power. That means I need to take the ln or take the log both sides. So if I'm taking ln, I can move the 12t to the front of the ln. T is ln plus 0.07 over 12. T. Yes, if I divided both sides, there's a multiplication. 1 0.07 over 12. I can solve for the t. So both sides we do the same thing. 12 times ln 1 plus 0.07 over 12. All right, so 12 cancel. ln part canceled. The t equals ln 3/2 over 12 times ln 1 plus 0.07 over 12. Let's use calculator to find this amount. On the top, we have ln 3/2, 3 divided by 2, and all divided by, so I'm trying to use parentheses because the bottom looks very complex. 12 multiplied by ln 1 plus 0.07 divided by 12. Close the parentheses, and hit enter. So we're having 5.8092 something. And let's see, round to the how many digits? 2 decimal places. We're rounding it to 5.81 because after the 0 we have 9. 9 is greater than 5. So we have 5.81. And t is in years. All right, let's see next example. 106, 106. Let's read the question. If 3,000 is invested at 5.5% compounded continuously, how long will it take for it to grow to 8,000, round 2 decimal places? So here is compound continuously. Which formula I'm using? I'm using A equals P times E to the RT. Let's list all the information here. What is 3,000? 3,000 is initial amount, or we say that's principal. That's 3,000. You use 3,000. You invest 3,000, and then you got the future value. 5.5% is the rate. Can you convert it to the decimals? Yes. So move the decimal point to the left to unit. I'm having 0.055. And what's the next? Okay, future value. Future value, we say A equals 8,000. All right, let's plug in all the information to the formula. So 8,000 equals 3,000 times e to the RT. R equals 0.055. T is unknown. I'm looking for the T. First step, I can get rid of the 3,000 both sides. So we're having 8 over 3 equals e to the 0.055t. I'm solving for the t. I need to get rid of the e part. I can take the ln both sides. I have ln e to the 0.055t. I do not suggest you to do the to take the log both sides, common log to both sides, because log and e cannot be cancelled. So I prefer to take the ln. And now we have ln 8 over 3 equals 0.055t. Solving for the t, I can divide by 0.055 both sides. So let's solve for the t. T equals ln 8 over 3 divided by 0.055. use the formula calculator. On the top, we have ln 8/3, close the parentheses, all divided by 0.055. Okay, we're having 17.833259 something. So the question asks us to round to 2 decimal places. So we have 17.83. Because after the 3 is another 3. 3 is less than 5. So we ignore the digit after 3. We put 17.83. And also this is years. Let's see, last example. 1.7. A promissory note will pay 15,000 at maturity 7 years from now. If you pay 10,000 for the note now, what rate compounded continuously would you earn? Round 3 decimal places as needed. What's the meaning of this? And what formula I'm using? So I will find the keyword compounded continuously, which formula I'm using. A equals P times e to the RT. And now, what information is given from the question? So the promissory note will pay this amount of money after 7 years. If you pay for the note now, what's the meaning of that? That's the initial amount or principal. We can list the principal here. That's 10,000. And what rate compounded continuously is looking for the R. And this one, 15,000 is future value, is the A. 15,000. And T years, that's, 7 means years. And we are looking for the R's as the rate R. So we put all the information in the formula. We have 15,000 equals 10,000 multiplied by e to the RT. R is unknown, but I know the T. R times 7. So I'm solving for the R. I can divide it by 10,000 both sides. Okay, so zeros canceled. 15/10. What is 15/10? So R times T, that's our R times 7 is 7R. 15/10, all of them can divide it by 5. The top we have 3, the bottom we have 2. So 3/2 equals e to the 7R. And solving for the R, I can take the ln both sides. So ln and e canceled. ln 3/2 equals 7R. Both sides we can divide. Okay, R equals ln 3/2 over 7. Let's use a calculator. We have ln 3/2 divided by 7. We're having 0.5792379. Oh, it's not disappearing. So, oh, it's disappeared. 0.57923. Yes, 235 something. I copied down all the information here. Okay, so let's read the question. Round 3 decimal places. I better not stop here for 3 decimal places because I know the rate is always be the percentage. So I can convert it to the percentage first. So if I want to convert it to the percentage, I can move the decimal point to the right 2 decimal places. So I'm moving it this side. We're having 5.79235.869%. Now I'm keeping 3 decimal places. So I'm keeping these 3, and digit after the 2 is 3, is less than 5. So I can ignore them. So I can put the rate is 5.79. Okay, this is 8. Can I use eraser? It doesn't allow me to use eraser. So 792%. All right, we're done for chapter 4.4. If you have any question, please let me know. Have a good day. Bye-bye.